What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on that little thumbnail. In a few months, I'm going to Kenya and I'm going to shoot a short documentary style short film for Kelis. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm in kind of pre-production for that. I've toured with her as a musician. I've toured with her as a friend. I've toured with her as a photographer, a videographer, a nanny. She's like a big sister to me. I was gonna go out there and visit her in Kenya anyway. If you don't know, you should look up what she's doing out there. She's doing some really amazing things. I was already planning on going out there and visiting this year, planning for November. I wanna make this the best project that I can. But let's just jump right in. Let's go ahead and start the build. All right, so we are building my cinema rig of my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K camera. And this is it. I already have it kind of fitted into the cage. I have a small rig cage that's for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K and 6K cameras, not the 6K Pro. And I already have this little, I think this is just called like a base plate. You could take this and make it so that you could just slide this right onto another tripod or a gimbal or any other device. I already have a couple accessories already on here that do. None of this stuff comes with the camera, just so you know. So if you're gonna go out and buy a Blackmagic cinema camera, make sure you gotta get all this other stuff to go with it, because right out the box, you're not doing much. I mean, you can, but if you're trying to rig it out, you have to buy all that stuff individually. So just know that before you go buy this camera. I use an external hard drive for this setup, and this is by Small Rig. It goes right in here, and then your cable comes through here. You can lock your cable in. Cable locks for this camera is extremely necessary because your cables will not stay put. So just know that. Very necessary. And this is the other one. This one is the most important because this is the part that puts the cable into the camera. The cable will fall out very easily if you don't have something locking it in. So make sure you get that. Also by Small Rig. This video is gonna feature a lot of Small Rig products. It is not sponsored by Small Rig. I have purchased literally everything you see here. So we're gonna start with these pieces right here. So this base plate right here is, again, Small Rig, and this is called the Small Rig camera base plate with 15mm rod clamps. So you're gonna wanna get some sort of base that can hold your rods. On here at the moment, I have these 9-inch 15mm rods. You can get bigger ones. I also have 12-inch rods. So if you're building a larger setup, I currently just use the 9-inch because the 12-inch are a little, I don't need them, they're too big. I have a follow focus system, but I don't use it that much. And I also have like a hood. I forgot what it's called. I can't find it. Okay, so then you just take the camera and then you pretty much marry it to this. So you slide this right on there. This is a V-mount battery plate, and it has these 15mm like rod clamps on here as well. And then just slide it onto the rig like so. Tighten that up real good. And this holds your battery. So I have this V-mount battery. The power will be coming from the battery. The battery goes onto the plate that has these little connectors right here, and that gives this power as well. You have some USB ports over here, and then some DC power over there. The battery, and it's called a V-mount because the mount is literally like a little V. That just slides on. Make sure you hear that snap so you know it's there. Okay, so now we have a camera with power, although the cables aren't plugged in yet. I put my handle right up here on top. This is called a top handle. This is a rig. I just thought it looked really cool and sleek, and I actually bought it. It's not a rig, a handle. I actually bought it because I was trying to build, which I still am, building a cinema vertical rig, and I needed another handle because I have another handle that I would normally use with this rig, but I bought this one, and so because it's new, I want to use it in this video. So I put this Sirui I don't know how to say it, but Nato rail, it just slides right on, and then you just lock it in. And then you have your handles. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a lens on here to kind of balance it out. This is just a standard kit lens, 18-135 Canon. There, it feels balanced. It's like a nice, good, a good weight. It feels really good. But let's keep going. We're almost done. We're almost ready for cables. This is for my monitor, a 5-inch Lilliput monitor, starting to look like a rig. So audio, I have another small rig mount. These are mics that I bought for drumming. I bought these for like my hi-hats or my cymbals. And I just so happened to buy this camera, and then I needed a mic, and I was like, well, use what you got until you get what you want. Anyway, this goes right here, right on top. And there we have our initial build. It looks so cool. Again, if I had my hood, that would just elevate the look so much more, but I don't know where it's at. So we're not gonna cry over that. But that's the rig in essence. If I'm out filming and I'm just doing handheld, this is what it is. That's it. And then if you wanna get low, you got a handle up here so you can get those low shots. You have a handle. Safe, secure, it's not going anywhere. So that's the rig minus the cables. Okay, so let's start getting our cables fitted. Get this guy out the way. Slide this in. This is a Samsung 2 terabyte solid state hard drive. These Blackmagic cameras produce really big files, so make sure you have a hard drive or CFast card. Make sure you have space, especially if you're shooting in 4 or 6K, because my lord. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna come over to this side, and now let's get the microphone. This is for the monitor. These Condor blue cables are so cute. I really wanted the pink one. This is going to power the monitor, and this cable can go directly into the V-mount battery or the V-mount battery plate. So you can power everything from your V-mount battery. You don't actually have to have external batteries if you don't want them. If you have a powerful enough V-mount battery that has multiple ports, why not? This monitor takes like regular full-size HDMI, and the camera's regular full HDMI as well. This powers the camera itself. So there's multiple different ways you can actually power the camera. You can do D-tap, so you can use regular like Canon batteries for this camera, but they kill the batteries so quick. They kill the batteries in like 20 minutes, if that, from a fully charged battery, so it's not worth it. So if you get a dummy battery, you can plug your dummy battery into your V-mount battery, and you'll have like almost endless power. Ladies, if you have long nails, this is the worst part, plugging in the cables. I currently don't have long nails at the moment, but I'm a I'm a long nail girly, and it's extremely frustrating, but we figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and take the handle off. Like I said, I was probably gonna do earlier because this guy's in the way. Here. Just get you up there. So you gotta hold it back, put it in, and then let it go, and then it's secured. So this guy will not be coming out. He's in there. Okay, cable lock. This is a dual cable lock from Small Rig, and it's supposed to hold in your HDMI as well as your USB-C cable, but I don't know, I can't get it to hold both. So the HDMI, I don't have issues with it falling out, so I just lower it on the rig, and I use the HDMI side to hold the USB-C in there. But before I do that, let's get this guy. This one goes in pretty easy. Although it's another one of those that locks in, so it's not gonna have any issues coming out. And you actually have to press down. There's a button that says push in order to get it out. So when I have nails, it is a little tricky, but not today. Okay, so that's in there. Let's get this orange cable, which is the USB-C cable that is powering or connecting our hard drive. let's get him in there so that we can lock him down. I slide that under there, find an opening on the rail. This one could be a little tricky because you have to like push in on this piece so that this is actually pushing in and closing in on the actual cable. Can you see? So you have to push that in at the same time as you tighten, at the same time that you tighten. Okay, that's in there. That's tight. Condor Blue, if you want to sponsor your girl with some pink cables, that would be so cool. And then lastly, we want to plug in our actual camera and our monitor into the V mount. So I'm gonna bring this around here, and I could technically cable tie some of this stuff down once I get it. Got these cute little cable ties. Monitor can come under and come right into the V mount plate. Boom. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little cable tie action on these guys because I typically don't use this cable because the cable is a little long. I'll use my dummy battery, but the dummy battery is in use. So I'll just do that and tuck that in. And everything, once I turn this power, everything should work just fine and dandy. Come on now, there we go. All right, so tighten that up. And the cool thing about this handle, you can mount stuff to here too. You can put microphone, light, you name it. It has its own set of attachment pieces, but yeah. So that's the camera. Now it is ready to go. We got action. So yeah, so that's my rig. That's my cinema rig right there. I cannot wait this November to go to Africa to film with Kelis in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya to be exact. I am super excited, super pumped. And this camera will be going with me. So will that camera. But you know, if Canon wants to come and sponsor your girl, then it's gonna be all Canon, baby. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you go out and buy you this camera and shoot some amazing stuff. This will be like my tech, gear, lifestyle, equipment type channel. And then my other channel, which I will have linked below, that will be like my music, DJing, because I'm learning how to DJ, drumming, touring, all things music is gonna be on that channel. All things tech, lifestyle, videography will be on this channel. So yes, again, thank you so much for watching this channel, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Let's build a community. Talk to me, chop it up. Let's tell me what's up. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna look at my camera and say bye. Deuces.